Welcome to the vibrant world of perennials. Imagine a garden that changes its palette with every season, an outdoor canvas that's ceaselessly painting itself anew. With the power of perennials, this dream can become your reality. These hardy, returnable blooms offer a visual journey like no other, taking you from the frost-kissed blossoms of early spring to the heart-warming hues of autumn. So, are you ready to revolutionize your garden? Journey with us as we unlock the secrets of perennial gardening. Embark on the first step of your perennial journey, choosing the right plants for your climate zone. Just as every artist has a palette, every gardener has a climate zone, and understanding your climate zone is key to selecting perennials that will thrive in your garden. Like the delicate brushstrokes of a masterpiece, the right selection of perennials can transform your garden into a living canvas of color, texture, and form. Climate zones are areas with similar weather patterns, and they play a crucial role in determining which plants will thrive and which will struggle. Think of them as the invisible boundaries that guide your plant choices. Whether you're in the balmy tropics or the frosty tundra, there's a spectacular array of perennials suited to your climate. But how do you find out your climate zone? It's quite simple. Several online resources offer detailed maps that can guide you. Once you know your zone, you're ready to dive into the world of perennials. Now let's imagine you're in a garden center, surrounded by a sea of vibrant perennials. The choices can be overwhelming. But armed with your climate zone knowledge, you're ready to make informed decisions. Consider the robust echinacea, a sun-loving perennial that thrives in the heat of summer. Or perhaps the delicate astilbe, which prefers the cool, moist conditions of a shaded woodland garden. And let's not forget the vibrant salvia, a versatile perennial that can adapt to a range of climates. Each of these perennials has its own unique set of requirements, and understanding these is key to creating a thriving garden. Pay attention to their needs for sun, soil, and water. Remember, a plant that's happy in its environment will reward you with a spectacular display of color and form. As you embark on this journey, don't be afraid to experiment. Try different combinations of perennials, observe how they grow, and learn from your experiences. Gardening, after all, is as much about discovery and experimentation as it is about the final result. Remember, the right plant in the right place makes all the difference. So choose wisely, plant with love, and watch as your garden transforms into a year-round festival of colors. Sunshine or shade, perennials have it covered. Welcome to the world of perennials, where variety is truly the spice of life. These hardy plants have adapted to thrive in a range of conditions, from the sun-soaked corners of your garden to the cool, dappled shade beneath a canopy of trees. Let's start with the sun lovers. These perennials, like the vibrant salvia and robust echinacea, bask in full sunlight and bring a splash of color to the sunniest parts of your garden. They don't just handle the heat, they love it. Picture a salvia, with its spires of purple blooms reaching for the sky, or an echinacea, its pink petals fanned out around a golden center, radiant under the sun's rays. But what about those shady nooks and crannies? That's where shade-tolerant perennials come into play. Take the astilbe, for instance. With its feathery plumes of flowers in hues ranging from white to deep red, it's a shade garden superstar. The hosta, too, is a shade champion. Its lush, leafy foliage comes in a variety of sizes and colors, making it a versatile addition to any shade garden. The secret to a balanced garden lies in understanding the needs of these two types of perennials. Sun-loving perennials need at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. Less than that, and you might find their vibrant colors start to fade, their growth stunted. On the other hand, shade-tolerant perennials thrive in areas where the sun's rays are filtered through a canopy of leaves, or where buildings cast a long shadow. Too much sun, and these delicate plants might wilt or burn. By choosing the right perennials for the right spots, you can create a garden that's filled with color and life from corner to corner. Think of it as painting with plants, using the light and shade in your garden as your canvas. With perennials, every corner of your garden, sunny or shaded, can burst with color. Master the art of layering for a continuous bloom. Welcome to the world of perennial layering, where strategic planting can ensure that every day of the year brings a new spectacle of color and life. Think of your garden as a living canvas, with different layers of perennials creating depth and visual interest. The key is to select plants with different blooming times. Early spring bloomers like the delicate snowdrop or the vibrant crocus kickstart the garden show. As they fade, mid-spring bloomers like the elegant tulips and daffodils take center stage, but don't stop there. As spring shifts into summer, it's time for the robust echinacea and the vibrant salvia to shine. Their long-lasting blooms not only add color but also attract a host of beneficial insects. As these summer stars begin to wane, late bloomers such as the aster and the Japanese anemone take over, ensuring the garden show continues well into autumn. Layering isn't just about timing though. Consider the height of your plants. Taller varieties like the majestic delphinium or the towering hollyhock can form a stunning backdrop, while medium-height plants like the lupine or the peony add a splash of color in the middle. Ground cover plants like the creeping thyme or the moss phlox can create a lush carpet of green, speckled with tiny vibrant blooms. And let's not forget about foliage. While flowers may take the limelight, foliage plays a crucial role in maintaining the visual appeal of your garden year-round. Plants like the coral bells or the silver mound artemisia offer interesting textures and colors, even when they're not in bloom. As you plan your layers, remember to consider the needs of each plant. Some perennials prefer the sun, while others thrive in the shade. Some need rich, well-drained soil, while others can cope with less fertile ground. The secret to successful layering lies in understanding these needs and positioning your plants accordingly. With the right layering strategy, your garden can transform from a spring wonderland to a summer paradise, then an autumnal haven, never missing a beat. Layering is the secret to a garden that's always in bloom. So, go ahead and layer your perennials. Let every season bring a new wave of color and life to your garden. Nurture your perennials and they'll reward you with color and beauty year-round. To ensure your garden remains vibrant throughout the seasons, here are some practical tips on caring for your perennials. Let's start with winter. This season is all about preparing your perennials for the cold. After the first hard frost, cut back your perennials to about 2 to 4 inches above the ground. This helps to reduce disease and pest problems. Additionally, applying a layer of mulch can protect your plants from harsh winter conditions, keeping the soil temperature consistent and protecting the roots. As we move into spring, it's time for rejuvenation. Divide your perennials every 3 to 5 years to maintain their health and vigor. This is also the perfect time to add compost or organic matter to your soil. This will nourish your perennials, providing them with the nutrients they need to thrive. Summer comes next, and your main task here is watering. Remember, most perennials prefer a good soaking less frequently, rather than light watering every day. This encourages deeper root growth, making your plants more resilient. And don't forget to deadhead or remove spent blooms to encourage new flowers. Finally, we reach autumn. This is a crucial time for mulching. Mulch not only protects your perennials from winter cold but also helps to retain soil moisture and suppress weed growth. And as the mulch breaks down, it enriches your soil, readying it for the next growing season. And there you have it, a year in the life of your perennials. Remember, the key to successful perennial gardening is understanding their needs and meeting them. So, pay attention to your plants, monitor their growth, keep an eye out for any signs of stress or disease and respond accordingly. With the right care, your perennials will thrive season after season. So go ahead, tend to your garden with love and diligence, and watch as your perennials reward you with an ever-changing canvas of colors year after year. Perennial gardening is more than a hobby, it's a joy. It's the fascination of watching your garden paint a new picture with every changing season. It's the thrill of seeing your carefully selected perennials return, year after year, each time stronger, each time more vibrant. It's the satisfaction of knowing that your garden is not just a feast for your eyes but also a haven for pollinators, a sanctuary for birds, and a bustling micro-ecosystem. Imagine, if you will, the robust echinacea, standing tall in the summer sun, the delicate astilbe, adding a touch of softness to the shade, and the vibrant salvia, bringing an explosion of color to your autumn landscape. These are but a few of the stars in the perennial world, each with their unique charm and character. And let's not forget the art of layering. With careful planning and a creative mind, you can design a garden that offers a continuous bloom, a garden that evolves and surprises you at every turn. But perhaps the most rewarding aspect of perennial gardening is the journey itself. From understanding your climate zone, selecting the right plants, to mastering the techniques of pruning and mulching, every step is a learning experience, every challenge an opportunity for growth. So are you ready to unlock the power of perennials and transform your garden into a year-round canvas of color? The joy of perennial gardening awaits. It's a journey that promises unexpected delights, a journey that begins with a single seed and blossoms into a lifelong passion.